Hey everybody, welcome back to the El Yucateco YouTube channel. My name is Mike. Whether it's a holiday or just a special occasion, we all love to cook turkeys. Today, I'm going to show you how to produce a delicious turkey with an easy recipe that anybody can do. And it's coming up right now. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We really appreciate having you here. Thank you so much for the support. If this is your first time here, or if you've been here before and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I ask you to please go ahead and do that. Follow along with the channel. Make sure you click the bell to get notifications anytime we release new content. We're having a lot of fun creating these recipes for you, and we hope you'll follow along and enjoy them as much as we do. Now let's get right into today's turkey recipe. It all starts with a good homemade seasoning. Now there's a few ingredients that go into this seasoning, but these are all common things you can pick up at your grocery store. Most importantly, we have to remember that poultry loves herbs, so we're going to be making an herbaceous seasoning today to go on this turkey. We begin with a base of salt. Now we have some garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, parsley, oregano, sage, thyme, and lastly some rosemary. Now we'll combine this. Seasoning is all set. Now let's prep this bird. Now every prepackaged turkey is a little bit different. You may have to do more trimming on some than you do on others. This one's really simple, really just one spot we need to trim. Now to help us achieve that outside texture that we want, we're just going to pat this dry. Now just twine these legs together for presentation. And we'll cut off the excess twine. Now it's time to make our injection. The injection is a critical part of assuring that you have a juicy turkey. I'm going to show you a simple recipe that I know you're going to love if you're watching this channel. It starts with some chicken broth or chicken stock, whatever you may have on hand. To that we will add some butter, garlic powder, and a healthy dose of the El Yucateco Caribbean. Now we do have to melt this down. You can do it on the stove or the microwave. I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. So this is warmed up just enough to melt it down. That's about as far as we want to go with it. Now this next part's totally optional. I'm going to do this right before we inject. I simply rough cut some celery and onions, and I'm going to go ahead and fill the cavity of the turkey with that. Let's get this turkey injected. I want to show you a very simple but important injection technique. We're going to inject both these breasts using one injection point on each side, and I'll explain why as I do it. So you simply insert your injector, and you'll want to extract the injector as you inject the turkey. Now, using the same injection point, change angles. Repeat that process. One more time. As this turkey cooks, it's going to be pushing moisture out. So we only want to use one injection point per side. This limits the locations that moisture can escape the bird, and it's going to make very much juicier bird at the end of this cook. Now the other side. Last phase is to season this bird up. Now let's use the rest of this injection that we have left over to brush the outside of the bird. We'll use that as a binder. Time to apply the rub. So we are all seasoned up and ready to go. I have this turkey on a wire rack in a foil pan. We're gonna cook it just like this in the pellet cooker, which is already preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna monitor the internal temperatures of the turkey breast with a probe. We're looking for a temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. That's when it'll be time to pull it, and I will double and triple check that just to make sure it's safe. Keep in mind, you can do this inside in your oven. You can do it outside on a pellet cooker. You can do it outside in any other type of cooker or smoker. Just make sure you're able to hold temperatures and cook on indirect heat. And if you feel you need to, you can rotate it halfway through. All that said, it's a little chilly outside, so bundle up. Let's get outside and get this turkey on. inside where it's warm. This turkey's done. This took about 2 to 2.5 hours total, running at 325. Turkey's not the kind of thing that you want to tent and foil and cover for a very long time because you'll lose that crispy skin that you work so hard to develop. So it's best just to let it cool down enough to where you can carve and serve. And don't worry, I'm going to have all the details down in the description for this recipe, step by step, so you won't miss anything. Now, like I always say, there's nothing left to do but to give this a taste. I hope you can hear that skin. All right, let's carve a piece of this breast. Just take a look at how incredibly juicy that is inside. This is where that injection really plays a part. All right, I can't wait anymore. Cheers to you all out there. That is a home run recipe right there. This is easy to do, and this turkey turned out as good as it could possibly turn out. Okay, I've got some hungry people around me, so I gotta get out of here, but it was great hanging out with you today. I really appreciate you being here with me. I'll see you on the next video.